Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we are cracking open the case file on a visitor from deep space that is just, well, it's making a mess of our physics books, and it has some of the smartest people on the planet totally stumped. I mean, just imagine some tourist shows up in our solar system, takes one look at our fundamental laws of gravity and physics, and just goes, yeah, no, not for me. Because believe it or not, that's kind of what's happening. So let's meet our cosmic rebel, 3I/Atlas. This thing is only the third visitor we've ever confirmed from another star system, and it is already causing so much trouble. So to figure this all out, we're going to count down the top 5 most mind-blowing clues in this bizarre case file. Kicking off our countdown at number 5, this thing isn't just from another star, it's practically a visitor from another time. You know, pretty much everything we see out there is from our own cosmic backyard. But 3I/Atlas, it's this ancient traveler from a star system we can't even see, and it's been drifting through the galaxy for a seriously, seriously long time. Just try to wrap your head around that number. Astronomers think this object could be as old as 7.6 billion years. That is nearly double the age of planet Earth. So what this really means is that 3I/Atlas is a relic from before our sun was even a thing. It was already out there wandering the Milky Way when our entire solar system was just a big cloud of gas and dust. It's like a fossil from another star, which is just incredible. Okay, so it's super old. That's weird enough. But that's just where we start. Coming in at number 4, the mystery gets so much deeper when you look at the ridiculously unlikely path it took to even get here. So, space is big. Like, you just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. For anything to travel between stars and just happen to run into our tiny little solar system is already super rare. But the way 3I/Atlas did it, oh, that is next-level suspicious. Okay, think of our solar system like a flat frisbee spinning in space. For an object from another star to come flying in and hit that frisbee almost perfectly flat on its edge, well, the odds of that are just 0.2%. It's like throwing a dart from New York and hitting a bullseye in Los Angeles. It just shouldn't happen. All right, coming in hot at number 3. This is where things start to get truly strange, because it's not just about where this thing is going, it's about what it's made of. When scientists first got a good look at 3I/Atlas, they figured it would be your standard comet cocktail. You know, mostly water ice and dust. But nope. What they got was a recipe that seems like it came from a totally different cosmic kitchen. So here's the first major chemical clue. Our comets are basically giant dirty snowballs made of water ice. But 3I/Atlas, at least at first, was packed with frozen carbon dioxide. Yep, dry ice. And since dry ice turns to gas at way colder temperatures, this thing started to breathe and form a fuzzy little atmosphere way out past Jupiter, long before a normal comet would even start to wake up. And the weirdness just kept piling on. Get this, it has way more nickel compared to iron, which is something you'd expect to see in industrial alloys, not a space rock. And the light that bounces off of it is polarized in a way we have literally never seen before. Oh, and to top it all off, it just so happens to come from the same little patch of sky as the famous, still unexplained, WOW signal from 1977. I mean, is that a coincidence? Maybe. The plot is officially thick. At number 2, we've got the object's absolutely bonkers performance as it zipped around our sun. So its close-up with the sun was its big moment to shine. And oh boy, did it put on a show. But it wasn't a show anyone was expecting. In fact, it basically broke all the models. As it swung around the sun, it suddenly flared up, getting brighter way faster than any comet we have ever recorded. It also somehow turned bluer than the sun, which just doesn't make sense. And then, for the punchline, the latest images revealed that the massive, spectacular comet tail everyone was expecting to see was just gone. Poof. And to add a little drama to the whole situation, NASA apparently has some really high-resolution pictures of this thing from its Mars orbiter, but they haven't released them. They're blaming paperwork. This led Harvard's Professor Avi Loeb to joke that the delay probably wasn't some alien conspiracy, but just good old-fashioned terrestrial stupidity. You gotta love it. And here we are. We've made it to the number 1, most mind-bending, absolutely baffling piece of the puzzle. This is the clue that makes all the other weirdness look totally normal. This is it. This central paradox.
the absolute core of this entire mystery. It's not about what 3i/ATS is doing, it's about what it isn't doing while it does it.
Okay, so scientists noticed that the object wasn't just following the path gravity laid out for it, it was getting an extra push from somewhere, what they call non-gravitational acceleration. Now, for a comet, that push is simple. It comes from gas and dust shooting off its surface as it heats up, basically acting like a natural little rocket engine. And here is the absolute kicker. Based on the math, to get the amount of push this thing is getting, 3I Atlas should have been blasting out billions of tons of material. We should have seen a gigantic, brilliant comet tail. But we don't. We see the push, but we don't see the tail. It's like seeing the wake behind a speedboat, but there's no boat. This contradiction is so obvious, it literally led scientists to ask, in the most amazing and direct way possible, where's the beef? It's accelerating as if it has a powerful engine, but the fuel and the exhaust are completely invisible. Something is pushing it, and we have no idea what. So what on Earth, or off of Earth, is this thing? The case file is wide open, and here are the main suspects. Is it just a 1 in a trillionth super weird comet from a system with completely different chemistry? Could it be a piece of an alien planet that got blown up billions of years ago? Or could it be what some scientists are very carefully starting to whisper, a piece of technology, maybe a probe using some kind of propulsion we just don't understand yet? At this point, pretty much every theory is still on the table. So what do you think? Is this a crazy natural wonder, or is it a calling card from the stars? Let us know what you think is going on in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining the investigation, and we'll see you on the next explainer.